Hello, everyone, and happy Thursday. Did you know that Thursdays are the day that people are most likely to be depressed in America? I'm feeling that, but that's beside the point. Today, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I'm not planning on doing something that's funny so much as just sharing some beliefs that are important to me and that are going to be kind of important going ahead with this channel. And I've got some interesting stories along these lines to tell in the future. So, yeah, I just wanted to get this out there early on. So, this is kind of a weird thing to just bring up out of the blue. Um, but I thought it'd be even weirder to like go on too long without bringing it up. But what I wanted to talk about is ghosts and like the paranormal and stuff. And I just wanted to make it clear from the very beginning that I do believe in ghosts. And that being said, I am pretty skeptical when it comes to reports of paranormal activity. Like, I don't just believe anything. I need to see a certain amount of evidence before I believe that there's no other possible cause. Um, but I did want to make it clear that I do believe in instances of the supernatural and paranormal happening. Um, and I have a few stories of my own going forward. For those of you who know me closely, I did grow up in a haunted house. It's a very, very old house. It was built in the 1890s, and there was at least one instance of a person dying there by suicide. And it's just always been one of those creepy old houses, you know? Um, and of course, things got worse and escalated further when I became an antique collector and started bringing tons of old stuff from all around the world into the home. And I would love to share some of my antiques with you in a future video, but unfortunately I'm in Madison right now, and so I can't exactly do that um, at this point in time at least. But yeah, there's been tons of stuff that's happened in our house. And if you don't believe, it's not a big deal. It's not like this is gonna completely dominate my channel from now on. But I just wanted to let you guys know that there will be a couple of videos where I share experiences with you guys, share creepy old artifacts that I have from around the world with you guys, and just kind of share my enthusiasm for the paranormal with you. Um, but if you don't believe, it's not like I'm going to be forcing the belief down your throat, and that's completely okay. And I hope that doesn't turn you away because honestly, no hard feelings. I don't really care what you believe. It's fine by me. Now, obviously, I have more than what I'm going to be saying here, and I'm probably going to make a longer, exhaustive video in the future about this, but just kind of a short list of artifacts that I have that I think might be a little bit like strange and may have some sort of spiritual energy attached. One is like an authentic antique mask from Nepal, and it has the face of the Hindu death goddess on it, and that mask definitely has a sort of dark vibe to it, and so I've always felt like that might be a source of some spiritual energy that has come into our home, outside of what the home itself held before we were there. couple of the other things I have in my collection are some older dolls that definitely seem to have some energy attached. And then I have a lot of really old coins. Like some are several millennia old, like from 1000 BC. And then some other coins that I have are from the Civil War era, and while those aren't nearly as old as the other coins, they're still significantly older than the current time period, obviously. But they were also from a really like tumultuous time in history, and there was obviously a lot of negative energy just throughout the entire country during that point in time. And so those are some things you need to look for when you're looking for things that have spiritual energy attached to them. I suppose this would be a good time to introduce the term spirit vessel, which is a term that comes up a lot when you're looking into paranormal things. And the term spirit vessel means basically an inanimate object that has a spirit attached to it because somebody died near it or they died and this was like a prized possession of theirs. And the person who died with a lot of energy. So that means they could have died in anguish or they could have died with some unfinished business, or sometimes like when a child dies, they don't really understand the concept of death and so they don't leave, and so those are some things that can cause a spirit vessel to form. Obviously, spirits aren't always tied to inanimate objects. In fact, a more common form of like paranormal manifestation, again, if this is something you believe in, is for a spirit to be attached to a place rather than to an inanimate object. That's where hauntings come from when you hear of like a haunted house or a haunted hotel or whatever. Those are spirits that are tied to the place rather than the objects usually. And so that would be like if someone died in your house, like someone died in my house, that could result in something like that. Or if someone lived in a place or worked in a place for a very, very long period of their life, like someone lived in my house until they were 90 something and then ended up passing away at a hospital, they might have formed such an intense bond with that place that they didn't leave. Um, and so that's another type of paranormal manifestation that I will probably be talking about in the future. So, yeah, there's a little bit of what I believe as far as paranormal stuff and the supernatural goes. Um, I probably won't post any videos that are like of actual footage unless I actually have some decent footage to share, which at this point in time I don't. But I do have a lot of stories from various places that I've been or that have just happened in my own house. And those I will be more than happy to share with you guys in the near future. Um, Obviously, you can leave a comment or text me directly if you have my social media and let me know what kind of stories you guys would like to hear, or ask me what stories I have, and I can tell you, and you can tell me which ones sound the most interesting. But um, yeah, I'll probably be posting almost all of them at some point in the future, just not all at once, obviously. But yeah, I think this will be a good kind of recurring theme over several different videos in the future, and I hope you guys enjoy what I have. Thank you. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of my stuff. Thanks.